Darn it, I forgot the recording again. I knew I forgot something today. All right, well, sorry about that. Here's our screen, though. This is, and well, I might have sent this over to you. I've been trying to send it over as people kind of have questions come through. But Victor, this is our live lead rep. So this is one of the numbers that you can call if you can't reach me directly, especially going forward next week with my reduced schedule as I'm going to be out. If you have any lead questions at all, Vic's the man. He'll get you through. Basically, when things come into me, I call Vic and he's doing most of the work there behind the scenes. So he's agreed, and he's fine with me giving out his number to access directly. But Victor Taha, there's his number, 954-234-1191. If you guys could just bookmark that. If you have any questions or if you're running into, your leads need to be refreshed or for some reason or another you're out of minutes, just shoot him over a quick text or give him a quick call and he can get that up and running real fast.
And can you put that in the follow-up email also?
Yeah, yep, I'm going to be sticking that. That's going to be one of the biggest things we stick in there today just because I'm going to be gone. So who are you going to call? Victor, not Ghostbusters. Don't call the Ghostbusters. They're not going to work too well.
Yeah.
But Vic is the man.
And if y'all can't reach Vic, y'all can reach me at 281-305-0717. If you want to put that up there, since Brent's going to be out of pocket next week, so y'all can reach me. If y'all have any questions that's not related to the dollar, if y'all, because I don't know a lot about the dollar as much as Brent does, but I can answer any questions you may have as far as a case or anything like that. Maybe I'll help you with a case.
Yep, and yeah, that's another thing. Jeff's available for cases. Don't be afraid to call our home office. We've been luckily working on a lot of cases for people lately, so that's been really encouraging to see cases still coming through the doors after open enrollment. We love to see that. It's been a different story this year versus last year. Last year we took a major hit with, I think agents all got their bonuses and they decided that they didn't have to work the rest of the year. And it took a couple months for those bonuses to run out and them to realize that they still need to work for the rest of the year. So this year's been a little bit of a different story. I think everybody got a learning curve last year when after open enrollment to see how everything was going to pan out. So this year's have been slightly different, but definitely for the better. So that's been good. Let me see
now,
here.
if I order my leads this week, the additional leads, do I just need to get in touch with Victor if I don't get them, say, by the time you leave?
Yeah, I'm going to put in your order, and I'll just have Victor give you a call. Okay. He's the one who tells me when they're done anyway, so I'll just have him, reach out and give you a call to get those processed. So that shouldn't be an issue.
And I need to talk with you just for a little bit today.
Okay.
I can't stay on long, but I want to ask you I got a couple things I need to get done before you get out of town.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Let me just share that. I tell you what, women are so much better at multitasking than guys are. I'm just going to say that and make sure it's recorded. Women are better multitaskers. Perfect. Is that the right number, Jeff? The 281-305?
Yeah, that's my office number.
Okay, perfect. So those are two numbers, everybody. I know we don't have a whole lot of people actually on the call today, but this will be recorded, so I'll make sure it gets out. Not a whole lot to talk about. Really, it's just a matter of consistency, and that's going to be key with anything. That's the key with this. If you stay consistent, we had agent that, they got 7 or 8 the first day that they were on, and then the next day they got maybe 2 or 3. Those averages all even out, and I'm sure, William's been doing this for a little bit. You can kind of attest to that. But the more consistent you stay with this program, the better results you're going to get. Don't bank on a great day every single day. It's not going to happen. never will with lead programs. You're not going to get 100% success ratio every time. But with as far as averages go, that's why we're sticking with this program. Is the averages are showing to be good. We're getting conversations week in and week out from the people that are working it consistently. So that's another thing I guess I want to bring up is is there anything, and for those of you just listening to the recording, definitely send in your feedback on this, but is there anything that we can be doing a little more to, whether it's reminders or sending out just an automated reminder or something to kind of keep you guys motivated, or anything else we can be doing, whether it's one-on-one calls to just keep you guys motivated to start that dialer up every week, or to stick with it. Anything like that, we're definitely interested in improving, especially at this point, since we've got through. Most people know how to run the dialer; they kind of know the system. Most people on the call know the way the workflow goes. Just a matter of staying consistent. So that's kind of the big question that I have on my mind is how to keep that up. Is there anything that we can be doing, or that you feel might be beneficial to keep the motivation up and keep you guys on task? Obviously, we're not going to be able to handhold you completely, but we want to do everything that we can to keep that going strong. I know it's as independents, and Kelly kind of touched on this last Friday. Being an independent agent is hard, especially to stay motivated sometimes, and a lot of times it's very easy to feel like you're out on an island by yourself. So, we try really hard to keep that from happening, but if there's anything that we can be doing to help with that, or to assist that, and to help you guys feel like you're not on the island, you're not all alone in this, definitely let us know. So just send us feedback if you have any on that, in that regard, on things that we can be doing to help you out in that area, and we would definitely appreciate it. That'd be great.
The one thing, Brent, is I think, and this is something I even have to do. I'm not prone to mess up, is you have to schedule. I think you made this point many times. You have to put it in your calendar. You have to schedule that 11 to 1 time frame to be on the dialer. I know I running multiple businesses like I do. It's easy to get tied up with something else. On your calendar, if you use Outlook, it'll give you a reminder. Maybe you remind yourself 15 minutes before the time that you need to be getting on the dialer at 11. I think that's the biggest thing, is we get busy doing other things, and being that it's in the middle of the day like that, it's easy to maybe overlook your time because you're tied up with something else.
Definitely.
So, another thing we're going to bring back that we have not been doing is we're going to loyalty form. I want to see. We really all Brent can see is how long these calls have lasted. He can't tell the results, and we really need to know results. We need to. If y'all are not getting results, we want to find out why, and we want to help you. We're not going to use this to chastise you or anything like that. But if you're not on the dialer, you can't make sales. Just like the old saying, if you don't play the lottery, you can't win. It's the same way when it comes to sales. You have to be productive and be on this dialer, because I was talking to my brother about coming aboard and with me and doing this dialer program, because he's in between jobs right now. So I'm like, hey, man, you got to do something to make some money, so why not go get your license? So.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is we want y'all to be on the dialer. That's the reason we're doing this program. The more you're on the dialer and the more success we're hearing, the more agents we can get involved, and eventually we may get to the point where we narrow this thing down to where, we're having so many, our live lead rep has to give us a discount, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
He's been working hard
cheap
to give
enough,
us.
so.
And Victor's been really good at that. I mean, he's been working hard to get us the best price we can get, and that's one of the things that we're trying to improve right now to keep it that way. Is to use those key times, because what happens for us is we get charged by the minute no matter what. So if we're calling during 3 to 4 and nobody's picking up, it's still counting us to run those minutes to make the calls. So those add up a little bit, and if you're not getting any transfers from it, then it's starting to raise the cost. So we're probably going to, and I don't think anybody will necessarily mind this if we just make the dialer run during key times. I think that'll help a little bit from keeping it from just running it all day long and spending $50 to get one transfer. That will help a little bit in that area. So won't really affect as far as the time blocking. I mean, we've been preaching this whole time that you need to be time blocking, those set hours to use the dialer anyways. So what happens if you do get on before that, you can click go and it'll just wait until that key time frame hits, and when it does, then the dialer will pop on, and once that key time frame's off, it'll stop and not make any more calls. But that'll help keep the cost at bay, and I know everybody loves that 350 mark that we've made available, so we don't want that to go up too much or up at all. So that's one way we can help with that. That probably will be being implemented pretty soon. But if you're time blocking and you're making sure you have those hours dedicated to being on the dialer anyways, then it shouldn't be any kind of an issue. So we'll make sure it's open for those key hours, and you'll be able to run it just like normal, going through those key times. So that should help a little bit. Like I said, Victor's the man. So if you have any questions at all with things on your dialer, or your campaign needs to be adjusted or anything like that, give Vic a call, and he'll he's keeping me in the loop on what's going to be happening. But he's the man when it comes to the campaign, so that'll be a huge help. But another reason about the accountability forms that we want to keep those updated is there's a whole part of the sales process that we can use and help as a training tool. Right now, I mean, all we have to go off of is how's your initial conversation going, and we can listen into those initial conversations and kind of help guide how the initial call is going, but we're missing out on the actual appointment settings, how those are going on, and being able to dissect what the other problem areas are in a sales process, or how to improve those other areas. We don't know, how many appointments. If you got 5 appointments and you didn't sell one of them, then there might be trouble that we can start working on and focusing on with closing. And if we don't have those numbers, then we can't, figure out what those problem areas are, or what you can be growing in. So that's a huge part with those accountability forms. Really, it's just a growth tool to help you guys, dissect where you can be becoming better at, and what we can be working on and talking about on these webinars. So definitely I'll send that out with the sheets and just kind of make sure everybody is filling those out. Obviously,
we may need to update it. We may need to update it because I know we were using it for health.
Right.
And we may need to transition it over to life.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it and just kind of see if there's any areas that don't really pertain to what we're doing. And resend that out in the email today so everybody has it. But yeah, feel free to fill those out and have those ready by the Wednesday webinar. Obviously, we know if you got on the dialer at all, so that's one way we can tell if you're using the dialer and using the tools, or if you have potential for a lot of appointments set. But that will help if you, like William, if he he used some old leads because his live lead transfer system wasn't was being worked on. So if we know that, and we can kind of see out of those old leads how many appointments were made, how many sales were made and closes, and just what his ratios are, it gives us all a good benchmark on what to expect and where to find those areas to improve. So definitely we'll send that out for you guys and keep you updated on that.
And if y'all can send those, since Brent's going to be out of town next week, if y'all can send those to me at affordableinssolutions@gmail.com. If you want to put that up there, Brent, you can. And they can just send them to me next week, and then after that week, they can send them to you. So that way I have an idea of what everybody's doing, and we can talk about it on next week's call.
Perfect.
and put in the follow-up email to send that to me by Tuesday afternoon. So it'll only be 2 days next week. You can go ahead and include, if you want to, you can go ahead and include the rest of this week on there, so we kind of get a range, because most people don't call on Fridays, I know. So
Right.
if you want to put Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll know that that's the week before, just make sure your dates are right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
So we know what that is. So
definitely. So I'll stick that in the follow-up. Everybody should be getting that pretty soon. Any other questions from you guys? Doug's on the call. Any questions, or William, do you have any other things to add, or questions on your dial or the process or anything like that?
Oh, no question.
Okay. Perfect. Then, guys, we'll make this. We'll cut this one off short so you
Doug,
guys can.
Doug's been mighty quiet today.
I know his phone isn't connected, and I don't see any hands or anything being raised. So we'll have to I'll have to get on him afterwards when I give him a call afterwards and see what was up. Someone didn't have their coffee or something.
Well, Doug, we missed you today. I just want to let you know that, okay? Because you had some good input.
Definitely. So yeah, I'll go get on Doug and give everybody else the time to hit the dialer. Again, next best times to do it are 11 to 1 time slot, or if you want to do the afternoon, that 4 to 8 p.m. time slot are going to be the best possible times to be on the calls. So thank you guys.
And can you give me a call right if we get off of this before I start my day?
Yep. Yep.
Thank
Before
you.
hit the books and start filling out forms.
Hopefully making people happy instead of sad today.
Right. We'll pray for that. I'll say we'll pray for that.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you again for sticking on with us. I will see you on Friday. That'll be the last day. Unfortunately, I get to hear your lovely voices until about a week after that. So I'll be back on the 27th, live and well, hopefully, ready to hit the ground running again. So hope you guys have a great day. Make it a good couple sales days. We have 3 left for this week, and we will see you on the Friday morning buzz call. All right. Thank you guys so much.